Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their 5th-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy...
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 41, Jackson flushed out right. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right. Open man is Duvernay. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 37 yards. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. He's got the first down and more. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their key.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. After the interception, here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown. James Prochet, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But they're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Play action. It's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be new.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we have an in this one. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, his Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Up the middle to Davis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is no good. He missed it. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 22. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, it's Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right.
That one complete to Crochet.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.